Good afternoon, this is Elpus Creations 2021. This is my Shaman Oracle reading for this new week. Today I will read for Aries, Taurus, Gemini and Cancer. And this reading here now is for Taurus. Welcome Taurus. We start with the Mythic Goddess Tarot. Out came the card Death. And not to worry, the Death card in the tarot is just about some new beginning. Here the Death card relates to Ragana, and she says, I'm willing to transform and rebuild my power. The keywords, they are beginnings, release, and transformation. Hailing from Lithuania, Ragana is a goddess with psychic powers. She resides within the night, and her name derives from the Lithuanian verb retser, which means to see. Not retser, retset. Retset meaning to see. So Ragana represents change and transformation with her red wand. With the red wand, she has the power over fertility and also menopause. She is a goddess of death, but her powers, they can also miraculously heal and regenerate. She controls fertility and the milk supply of women and animals. Ragana is the guardian of nature's cycles, namely creation, growth, decline, and destruction. Our fear of the unknown and change can be seen in the world's treatment of Ragana. Originally, she was venerated and became feared as Christianity started spreading. The word Ragana became synonymous with a witch. So Ragana can transform into an animal or a beautiful young maiden. She is sometimes portrayed as a crone as well, and she can devour the men sexually. The men, they fear her. She has been described as patriarchy's nightmare. However, Ragana has the power to make positive changes, just as power is being reclaimed today by women everywhere. The meaning of the card is endings. You are stepping through the portal of some transformation. One door is closing, but look as another one is opening. Take strength from Ragana and step forward in power to a new reality. It is time to let go of what no longer serves you and embrace a potentially brilliant new beginning. This may feel like a jolt initially, perhaps something from beyond your own control has shaken everything up. And Ragana now is telling you, you have got this. You have the power. So use it well. It is time to wave goodbye to the past. This may be difficult, but renewal is beckoning for you. What is meant to remain in your life will stay, but do not resist any change, as it will make the situation even more difficult. The next is the magical Nordic tarot deck. Out came the Seven of Wands. It's about self-belief, some challenges, trust, and calmness. The Seven of Wands is a card of opposition. It can represent anything from a friend or a relative who dislikes your partner to a colleague who is constantly picking on you and so causing trouble. Taking the high road will be of utmost importance, as other people says childish antics and jealousy. They cause unnecessary drama in your life. Territorial behavior from other people is likely now, and difficulties with some neighbors and maybe in-laws, they are possible as well. Legal battles and bitter divorce settlements could cause some tension, and so the card can symbolize a high-pressure job as well, such as a job in law or some other job. So go where love is and leave the rest to karma. The tarot of the divine card is the world. And here the world card relates to New Zealand, is a Maori legend called Hinemoa and Tutanekai. The world is the happily ever after ending following a difficult journey. Hinemoa and Tutanekai, they represent the victories. In conclusion, they represent the positive outcome that you most desired. However, a conclusion can also herald the start of a new journey. The card is about completion, recognition, fulfillment, triumph, and in the end, celebration. The Shaman's Tree. Excuse me. The Shaman's Dream Oracle card is next. Out came Heart Home. Funny title. I would say the home of the heart would be a nicer title if I had my say. So the card Heart Home is about love in its truest form and compassion. When you begin to feel like you do not belong anywhere, then it is time to make your way back to your heart home. This is your true home, so you are being called back to the quiet place where your soul resides. Put everything on hold for a short while, because you are being offered the experience of love in its purest form, unconditional and unbounded love. This is not a love that you must work hard for in order to earn it. So drop into your heart space and rest there for a breath or two. Replace the judgment of yourself and others with lots of compassion. Really, it is that easy when Heart Home shows up in your reading. There is no need to forgive anyone for anything. None of it occurred in spiritual truth. It is only your belief in that story that makes it so powerful. Allow your love to wash clean all those impressions. Free yourself of all judgment and preconceptions and allow the Spirit to fill you with sweet nectar of peace. When the heart home shows up in your reading, then it is imperative that you heed its call, lest the universe orchestrates a way to bring you back to yourself, in a much harsher way. The Sacred Destiny Oracle card is pleasure, relating to the luscious meadow. And meadows, they are usually very open and sunny places where the flora and the fauna thrive and flourish. They are havens as trees surround the meadow and so offer protection and lots of shade for the grassy area. Traditionally, such meadows are associated with openness, gentle calm, and relaxation. They are places where the weary traveler can stop and rest to renew their spirit. A meadow is a place where the people as well as the animals gather to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. The sacred landscape wants you to know, savor your life, each and every part of it. Take lots of pleasure in slowing down and in experiencing each of your senses. Taste your food with full gusto. Inhale the scents of the world around you and enjoy the colors and the textures of your life. This is truly a stop and smell the roses card. So embrace your sensuality. Move in a languid way. Let pleasure be your password into every intimate part of your life, and allow your life to be less about being productive and more about enjoying each moment with lots of worth. And a radiant energy will then flow through you in all directions of your life. And the last deck is the Native American Oracle Cards deck. And the card that came out is the Elk. And the Elk is about stamina. Elks, they are powerful creatures with bringing lots of different medicines into one's life. The elk can run for a long time. Elks have both speed and agility, which sometimes is in their strongness and in their size. The elk teaches us about stamina and reminds us to choose our tasks carefully and converse our energies for only what really needs to be done. Once a goal is set, then you should stick with it and be persistent until the goal is achieved. Although the elk can run fast, he also knows instinctively how to pace himself so that he can finish what he started. The Taveya is a magical shield that allowed the shaman to travel through the air, similar to the magical way in which the elk knows how to reach his destination. The message here is do not do only what needs doing, and carefully take out your resources and keep moving until you have finished. Keywords they are stamina, overcoming obstacles, strength and will to continue on, drawing on magical elemental resources. And the time for the card is December, the month of long nights. That was the reading for you, Taurus. Thank you very much for listening. I wish you a beautiful day today and the rest of a gorgeous week. In case you celebrate Easter, I wish you a happy Easter. I'm sending lots of love out. Take care and goodbye.